In Tolkien's vast legendarium, the Rings of Power are among the most captivating and complex artifacts ever imagined. Much has been said about the One Ring and its corrupting influence, but the full story of all the rings, their distinct powers, purposes, and secrets, is far richer and more intricate than most know. The rings were forged in the Second Age, crafted by the master smith Celebrimbor and the elven smiths of Eregion. Yet behind the scenes, Sauron in disguise guided their creation with hidden motives, aiming to control the leaders of Middle-earth. His ultimate plan was to dominate all the free peoples through the rings, but each ring and the bearers who wielded them had unique destinies and powers. The three rings of the Elves, Vilya, Nenya, and Narya, are the most mysterious. Unlike the others, they were forged without Sauron's direct touch, which spared them from his corruptive influence. These rings possess powers of preservation, healing, and resistance to decay. Vilya, the Ring of Air, wielded by Elrond, held powers of protection and healing. Nenya, the Ring of Water, borne by Galadriel, was a ring of preservation, shielding Lothlorien from the ravages of time and evil. Narya, the Ring of Fire, worn by Gandalf, kindled hope and courage in the hearts of those who resisted darkness. These rings did not grant outright power to conquer or dominate, but subtle influence, to preserve beauty, foster hope, and resist despair. Their bearers used them to maintain sanctuaries of light amidst a growing shadow, showing that power can be wielded with wisdom and mercy. The 7 rings given to the dwarves were crafted to amplify their natural traits, their skill in mining, crafting, and their deep desire for gold and treasure. These rings increased the lust for wealth among their bearers, leading to greed and internal strife. However, dwarves proved resistant to Sauron's full domination. Their stubborn nature made them impervious to the rings' enslavement. Instead, the rings intensified their pride and greed, which sowed discord and tragedy within dwarven kingdoms. While the rings made dwarven kingdoms wealthier, they also hastened their downfall. Several of the rings were lost or destroyed by dragons, another of Morgoth's legacies, leaving only a few in the possession of the dwarves by the time of the War of the Ring. The 9 rings given to men had the darkest fate. Men more susceptible to corruption and ambition were easily ensnared by Sauron's power. The rings granted them unnatural longevity and invisibility, but they paid the price by becoming the Nazgul, the ring wraiths. These once great kings lost their mortal forms, becoming shadowy servants of the Dark Lord, bound eternally to his will. The Nazgul's power was terrifying. Though unseen, their influence spread fear and despair, leading armies and hunting down the One Ring with relentless obsession. The 9 rings transform men's desire for power into eternal bondage, showing the ultimate price of surrendering to temptation. At the center of this web of power lies the One Ring, forged by Sauron in the fires of Mount Doom. The One Ring held the power to control the other rings and their bearers, binding their wills to Sauron's own. It granted invisibility and extended life to its wearer, but corrupted their mind and soul. The ring was a tool of domination, deceit, and destruction, designed to enslave all of Middle-earth. But beyond these known powers, the rings embody a complex interplay of free will, temptation, and fate. They test the hearts of those who bear them, offering power at a cost, sometimes seen, often hidden. The story of the rings is also a story of choices: to resist or to surrender, to protect or to dominate. Throughout Middle-earth's history, the rings influenced wars, alliances, and betrayals. They shaped the destinies of elves, dwarves, and men alike, weaving a narrative of light struggling against darkness. The ring's power is not merely magical but symbolic, representing the desires, fears, and hopes of those who seek control. In exploring the hidden powers of the Rings of Power, we uncover not only the might of Middle-earth's greatest artifacts, but also the timeless human themes of ambition, sacrifice, and redemption. Join us on Beyond Middle-earth as we dive deeper into Tolkien's world, uncovering the secrets and legends behind the Rings of Power. Subscribe now and journey beyond the known tales, into the mysteries that define the fate of Middle-earth.